a war going on inside your head. And the enemy isn't the people who doubt you, betray you, or talk behind your back. It's you. The voice that tells you you're not good enough. The one that predicts failure before you even start. That quiet, poisonous whisper that convinces you life is worse than it really is. Stoics called it the disease of the mind, negative thinking. And if you don't kill it, it will kill your peace. Before we begin, make sure to like and subscribe to support this channel's journey of helping you become mentally stronger and unshakable through Stoic philosophy. Number 1. Recognize the enemy inside your mind. Your thoughts are like guests in your house. Some bring peace and wisdom. Others bring chaos and noise. The problem is, most people let every guest in without question. You wouldn't let a stranger walk into your home and insult you, but you let your own mind do that daily. Negative thoughts are squatters in your mental space. They don't pay rent, yet they take up all the room. Epictetus said, "It's not things that upset us, but our judgments about things." Your mind creates the storm, not the world. When something bad happens, your first reaction isn't reality, it's interpretation. This always happens to me. I can't handle this. I'm a failure. These are not truths, they're habits of thought, and habits can be broken. Start observing your thoughts like a security guard at the door. Don't fight them, filter them. If a thought doesn't serve peace, strength, or wisdom, don't let it in. Imagine Marcus Aurelius standing at the gate of your mind saying, "Not today." That's Stoicism in practice. And yes, sometimes your mind will still sneak in some nonsense like, what if I fail? Or what if I embarrass myself? When that happens, just laugh and say, "Thanks, brain. You've been really helpful today." Humor disarms the fear. Don't wrestle with your thoughts. Outsmart them. Number 2, stop believing everything you think. Your mind is a storyteller and honestly, not a very reliable one. It exaggerates, dramatizes, and edits things to make you feel worse than they really are. Think about it. How many times have you worried about something that never happened? Probably about 99.9% of the time. And yet, you still believe the next worry as if it's the truth. The Stoics understood that the mind loves creating illusions. They practiced premeditatio malorum, imagining the worst that could happen, to realize it's never as bad as it seems. When you face your fears mentally, they lose their power. Negative thinking thrives in uncertainty, but when you look it straight in the face, it disappears like smoke. Here's a simple Stoic trick. Whenever your mind says, "What if it goes wrong?" respond with, "What if it goes right?" You don't know the future, so why pick the version that hurts you most? Marcus Aurelius reminded himself daily, you have power over your mind, not outside events. And let's be honest, half of our negative thoughts are just mental soap operas. You're starring in imaginary scenarios, playing all the roles, and suffering through episodes that don't even exist. The Stoic approach? Change the channel. Number 3, rewire your mind with gratitude and action. The more you feed negative thoughts, the stronger they get. So stop feeding them. Instead, starve them by focusing on gratitude and action. Gratitude is not pretending everything's perfect. It's remembering that things could be worse, and you still have control over something. Seneca said, "He is a wise man who does not grieve for the things which he is not, but rejoices for those which he has." Start your mornings with 3 small thoughts of gratitude. Not just "I'm thankful for life," but specific things: the smell of your coffee, the roof over your head, the friend who checks on you. Gratitude pulls your focus from what's missing to what's present, and presence kills negativity. Then act. The Stoics believed motion heals the mind. When you move your body, your thoughts start moving too. You can't stay trapped in negative thinking when you're building, walking, lifting, or creating. As Marcus said, waste no more time arguing what a good man should be. Be one. And hey, sometimes you'll still wake up grumpy, feeling like the universe conspired against you. That's okay. Just do one small thing right. Make your bed, drink water, take a cold shower. Stoics didn't chase happiness. They built discipline. and happiness followed like a loyal dog. Number 4, don't let other people's negativity infect you. Let's face it, some people carry negativity like it's a fashion accessory. You greet them with good morning, and they reply, "What's good about it?" These are emotional vampires. They suck the energy right out of your soul. The Stoic solution? Emotional boundaries. Epictetus said, when someone is properly grounded in life, they shouldn't have to look outside themselves for approval. Negative people want you to join their misery because it validates their worldview. But you don't have to attend every argument you're invited to. Protect your peace like it's your last coin. When someone dumps negativity on you, don't absorb it. Observe it. Like a Stoic scientist watching human behavior. Think, interesting, he's suffering internally and projecting it outward. That mindset turns irritation into understanding, and understanding into calm power. And remember, your calmness annoys toxic people more than any argument ever could. So next time someone tries to pull you into drama, just smile and say, "I hope your day gets better." Then walk away like Marcus Aurelius leaving a Twitter argument. Number 5, become the master of your inner dialogue. Your inner voice is your lifelong companion. You can't mute it, but you can train it. The Stoics practiced logikon psyche, the rational soul. It means using reason to guide your thoughts instead of emotion. Every time you hear a negative thought, ask, is this useful? Is this true? Is this within my control? If not, discard it like trash. Your mind should be your ally, not your enemy. Talk to yourself as a mentor would. When you make a mistake, instead of saying, "I'm stupid," say, "I'm learning." When you fail, say, "I'm improving." You're not lying to yourself. You're training your inner voice to support your growth. Marcus Aurelius wrote in his Meditations, "The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts." That wasn't poetry, it was a command. You can't have a peaceful life with a chaotic mind. Kill your negative thinking, and peace will take its place. And if your mind still throws you a few negative thoughts here and there, just nod and say, "Good try." After all, you're human. Even the Stoics had bad days. They just didn't let those days turn into bad lives. Number 6, don't argue with the voice of doubt. Outsmart it. Your negative thoughts love drama. They feed on attention, like a toxic friend who keeps calling you at midnight just to complain. The more you argue with them, the louder they get. The Stoics understood this trap well, that the mind can talk you into fear if you let it. Marcus Aurelius said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events." The key word is power. You don't win this war by shouting louder. You win by staying silent and acting wiser. When a negative thought appears, you'll never make it. You're not enough. They don't care about you. Don't debate it. Just observe it. Let it pass like a cloud in the sky. Arguing with negative thoughts gives them weight. Ignoring them takes their breath away. Stoics called this apatheia, emotional detachment from what doesn't serve reason. It's not indifference, it's mastery. Think of your negative thoughts as a pushy salesman at the door trying to sell you misery. If you keep answering the door, he'll keep coming back. But if you stop responding, he'll move on. Silence is your weapon. Calmness is your armor. Don't fight your mind. Train it to recognize nonsense and walk away from it. And if your mind insists, "But what if everything goes wrong?" just reply, "Then I'll handle it when it does." Now, stop ruining my coffee. Humor breaks the tension. Stoicism isn't about being cold. It's about being in control. Number 7, replace self-pity with self-respect. Negative thinking often wears the mask of self-pity. Why me? Nothing ever works out for me. Everyone has it easier. Sound familiar? We all fall into it sometimes, but Stoicism teaches that pity is poison. Epictetus said, "No man is free who is not master of himself." When you pity yourself, you hand your power to your pain. Self-respect, however, is the antidote. The Stoics believed that dignity begins with how you speak to yourself. When something goes wrong, a negative mind says, "I'm cursed." A Stoic mind says, "I'm being trained." One collapses, the other grows. You can't control the test, but you can control your posture during it. Stand tall, even if you're trembling inside. Life will always throw something at you. That's not cruelty, that's conditioning. You're being forged into something greater. Marcus Aurelius reminded himself, the impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way. Every setback is secretly a teacher wearing a scary mask. Stop pitying yourself and start learning from what try to break you. And look, everyone has bad days. Even Stoics. Sometimes you'll feel like a wet towel left in the rain. But as long as you pick yourself up and whisper, let's try again, you've already won. Number 8. Stop predicting failure before it happens. Your brain is an amazing machine, except when it starts writing horror stories about your future. Negative thinking often begins as imagination gone wild. You make one mistake, and your mind instantly produces a movie where you're jobless, friendless, and living under a bridge. The Stoics laughed at this habit of humans, suffering more in imagination than in reality. Seneca wrote, "We suffer more often in imagination than in reality." How true is that? Most of your fears are recycled thoughts from yesterday's worries. You predict failure so often that your brain thinks it's helping. It's like a paranoid assistant saying, "I prepared 40 worst-case scenarios for you." Stoic wisdom says, fire that assistant. You can't control the future, but you can control your effort now. When you focus on what's in your control, anxiety has nowhere to sit. Marcus Aurelius said, confine yourself to the present. The present moment is neutral. Your thoughts paint it dark or bright. Choose wisely. And if you fail, great. Failure is proof that you tried something your comfort zone couldn't handle. Every Stoic understood this. The path to peace isn't avoiding pain. It's facing it calmly. So stop acting like your future is a horror movie. It's a story still being written, and you hold the pen. Number 9. Train your reactions like a Stoic warrior. Negative thinking thrives in emotional chaos. Someone insults you, and instantly your brain throws a party. Anger, self-doubt, revenge fantasies, all invited. But Stoicism is the art of response over reaction. Epictetus said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." That's mental strength. When something triggers you, pause. Take one deep breath. That breath is a sword that cuts through impulse. Your brain wants drama. Your soul wants peace. Choose peace. The Stoics practiced this through daily reflection. Marcus Aurelius used to write at night, reviewing how he reacted during the day. That's how you turn chaos into clarity, by studying your own emotions. Train yourself like a warrior preparing for battle. Every insult becomes an opportunity to practice restraint. Every setback is training for patience. Every loss is a lesson in perspective. Soon, your mind becomes untouchable. The world may shout, but you'll stand silent, unbothered, and strong. And if you ever slip and lose your temper, don't punish yourself, laugh at it. Say, well, looks like my inner Stoic took a coffee break. Self-awareness with humor builds resilience faster than guilt ever could. Number 10. Choose peace over perfection. Negative thinking often hides under perfectionism. You tell yourself, I'll be happy when everything's perfect. But life never is. The Stoics knew that chasing perfection is like trying to catch the wind. You'll exhaust yourself and end up empty-handed. True peace isn't found in perfect conditions, but in a balanced mind. Marcus Aurelius said, be tolerant with others and strict with yourself. That doesn't mean beat yourself up. It means discipline your mind, not destroy it. Accept imperfection, both in yourself and in the world. A cracked cup still holds water. A rainy day still nourishes the earth. Your life doesn't need to be flawless to be meaningful. Perfectionism breeds negative thinking because it sets impossible standards. You start believing that if one thing goes wrong, everything's ruined. The Stoic approach? Focus on progress, not perfection. Each day improve a little, endure a little, and let go a little. That's real growth. And remember, even the great Stoics weren't perfect. Marcus Aurelius had bad-tempered days. Seneca made mistakes. Epictetus was once a slave. But they all mastered the same thing, their mind. So instead of chasing a perfect life, aim for a peaceful one. It's far rarer and infinitely more rewarding. Kill your negative thinking before it kills your peace. Every day, choose awareness over reaction, gratitude over complaint, and self-respect over self-pity. The Stoic path is not about being emotionless. It's about being unshakable.